Dana Towsey of the Towsey Advisory Group writing, the theme of Holiday 2024 is one of selectivity, whereby both consumers and retailers are more discerning in allocating dollars. Dana joins us now for more. Dana, good morning.
Good morning.
Busy few days for you. You've been into the store so we don't have to. What's it like?
I think overall, traffic built as you went on through the day on Friday. You don't have the morning rush like you did in the past because the promotions are elongated and you could have gotten the deals even earlier on. But the going rate seems to be 30% off. You could get additions to that as you go through the weekend. And today's Cyber Monday. Expectation is for a 6% increase in online sales on Cyber Monday.
Is it a legit 30% off? Because there is a take at the moment for consumers. I think they've started to believe that maybe these deals aren't really deals. And that maybe they're being misled somewhat. Are they real deals?
They're real deals. They're real 30% off. Look at the inventory levels. They're not piled high to the sky like they had been in the past, but you're getting the deals for the event-driven spending that's out there. And retailers know they have to promote to do that. Look at the traffic we saw. We had teams around the country, and basically whether it was Abercrombie & Fitch, Victoria's Secret, Bath & Body Works, Ulta, Sephora, Lululemon, we saw lines. Now, is it all day? It's in the height of the day when you saw that traffic.
Never changed, John. Are they really deals? How are they just trying to mess us over?
They say it's 30%,
yes.
But it's 30% off a price they charged for about 5 minutes a year ago.
Right. Well, this is the reason why people are more selective and discerning with their money and then put things in a basket and wait for an additional 10% off. So if you want to do that, the Farrow household is open to you. I am wondering if there are certain types of stores that saw traffic as people became more discerning about the experience, too, that they wanted to be having.
I think you saw the specialty stores. Probably Victoria's Secret with the lines that they had, that was compelling. You haven't seen those lines in years past. Bath & Body Works always has a line on Black Friday because of the deals that they do give. And then what you saw at Hollister's level of promotions was 30 off. Last year it was 40 off. We have a tracker that goes back to 2018 showing the differences in the level of promotions. And for the most part, Nike was the one that was a little bit more promotional than it was in the past, which is not totally surprising.
Do retailers like that e-commerce is taking such a big slice of the pie? And I don't mean this in terms of other people's, but I mean even their own. Is it less profitable for them to sell online with all of the returns and the processing and the expectations that come around that?
Overall, you need both. And what you're seeing today is a lot of the stores fulfill a lot of those online orders or the buy online, pick up in store. Overall, online sales are still an important part, but still physical in-store shopping is the greatest part. You're not seeing the big pickups in traffic because people have been shopping all along. But physical retail and the newness of stores that are out there, look at the new Aritzia store that opened in Soho. The traffic was big there on Thanksgiving Day when I was there, and even on the Friday on Black Friday too.
To John's point about, is this really a deal? How much have these stores cannibalized from the excitement around the post-Thanksgiving shopping moment, given the fact that these deals stretch over a longer period of time and feel like an evergreen type of event?
So overall, retailers buy for events. Retailers will buy for promotional time periods. We always know that traditionally, after Thanksgiving weekend, you go into a lull until the 10 days before Christmas when a lot of the shopping is done. But you look at this year with 5 fewer days than what you had last year, Black Friday weekend could account for nearly 20% of the holiday season sales for the week of the whole Black Friday week. Because now you have fewer days in order to when we get to December 25th.
Dana, who's winning?
I think overall you have Abercrombie's winning, Hollister's winning. Frankly, Victoria's Secret did well. I think Old Navy is taking share. As the weather got colder, people started to buy. Walmart's winning. You look at value, look at the traffic in TJX and TJ Maxx, which has become more gift-oriented.
I'm not going to ask you what the correlation is between temperature and Victoria's Secret, but you've mentioned the company a couple of times. I'm not sure it's the winter weather that's doing that. What if they changed? Why is that company making a comeback?
I think some of the stores are retrofitted. I think some of the product lines are retrofitted. They reintroduced sport. They reintroduced bathing suits. They still have a long way to go. But notice lines there, which was different than we saw last year.
I think that there are a lot of theories out there about why that store has come back.
Yes.
And I think that we can explore them at another time. I do want to just take a bigger question. Of course, you're like, why not explore them right now?
No, I'm genuinely curious now. Now you've mentioned it, you seem to know something I don't.
Yeah, well, they changed the look, right? So it had been going for a very progressive kind of everyone's body is wonderful kind of look, and then they reverted back to, you know, the Victoria's Secret.
Oh, hot's made a comeback. We're doing this in real time.
Please.
Is that what it is?
Can you explain, Dana?
Basically, you have a new leader who came in. She's going to basically retrofit the brand. Hillary Super, knows how to merchandise. Let's watch the next year and see how it progresses.
What has she changed so far?
She just started September 9th, so it's first to come.
So what do you think is bringing the crowd back?
So the categories that are coming back, like the sport category that wasn't there last year at this time.
Oh, so they're challenging who now? They're going after Lulu?
No one's going after Lulu. Lulu's on its own because, frankly, what we saw this weekend, Lulu had the most traffic. If you look in that segment, Aloe second, followed by Vuori third.
Let's talk about Vuori, some of the private market challengers. How much of a challenge are they providing to Lulu?
I think overall, when a category gets so popular and the margins are so strong, people come in. But when you look at what makes a leader, a leader's driven by the technology innovations that they have. Lulu's going to report their earnings later this week, and it'll be interesting to hear about the newness they're putting in, both in terms of their core men's product and women's product. And don't forget the growth in international.
Vuori versus Lulu. Bramo, you know that story well.
Well, I like Vuori, but I have Lululemon products as well. I just noticed that Lulu actually ended up not having the same quality that they previously did, and so there was a quality shift, but that seems to have revived. And I will just say, Lululemon does report earnings this week, I believe, so we will get an update on that.
Look out for that. And if you go into store and wait long enough, someone will come in and clear off the shelf and walk out. That's been the experience. Have they fixed that yet?
I think overall what they fixed in terms of the product, it is more colors are in the product, being in stock on the right goods, and having the right fit. I think Vuori started as a men's brand. It's known as soft casual. They've added women's, and they're still in the growth phase. Dana, it's good to see you. Nice to see you too.
Thank you. Thank you for the update. Dana Towsey of Towsey Advisory Group on US retailers.
Okay. There was a whole discussion around Victoria's Secret where they were going to get rid of angels and do what women want, not necessarily the Victoria's Secret angels. And I believe that the angels have made a comeback. So it sort of has evolved.
It starts there.
It starts there. And I think that that's part of what's behind some of the shifts there.
It's become more aspirational again?
I mean, I guess so. Yeah, it's become more of a vision of lingerie.
Okay, interesting.
We did this really well. This is great.
Let's wait for next year and see what they have, because then Hillary will have made an impact.
Okay.